Hello, everybody. Jason at Learn to Survive. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, but more importantly, taking care of one another. There are certain subjects I normally don't touch because I'm not a doom and gloom. I'm not trying to drive somebody to find me on this channel and go to Patreon to buy a subscription to find out more or to watch other videos on the subject that I put out here that go more in depth. Nor am I running a store and trying to sell you something. When I do videos like the one I'm doing now, it's because it's based in fact, and I think you people need to know this information. Are we headed towards a civil war? Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news on that subject. Which do you want first? You want the good news first? No, we're not headed towards a civil war. There's no way we're headed towards one. Oh, now you want the bad news. Okay. Well, as hard as this is to swallow, we're in one now. We have been for a few years. When people talk about us heading to the Civil War, they got this idea of the Civil War of the 1860s in their head. And it's not going to be like that. The Civil War in the 1860s was totally different. There was a geological divide, north versus south. And it was two governments fighting each other. This Civil War is ideological, okay? It's not geological. So any state has people with many different ideologies in it. And that's the problem. That's where people don't realize what's going on, that we are already in a civil war. You got men like Charlie Kirk, who was killed for his views. And it'll happen again. And it'll become a little more frequent. You have somebody that tried to place an incendiary device and detonated under a Fox News van the other day. You're going to see this pick up a little bit more. Most of us will never see anything like that. But it won't be troops and groups of people like in the past. It'll be guerrilla tactics. You'll go about your daily life. You'll go to work. You'll go to the market and do your, do your shopping, do your business. Some of us might hear gunshots or explosions nearby or in the distance. Some of us might be at a market and somebody walk in and do something bad. It's going to be guerrilla tactics. It's going to be small scale. And it's going to continue that way. So yes, we are in a civil war. Just because it don't look like the Civil War we learned about in school doesn't mean we're not there. It's just different. This is how all this, most of the civil wars around the world are playing out currently. Unfortunately, a lot of news runs a story of country X, in a civil war. And it's not a civil war. They're in a revolutionary war. They're trying to topple an established government and establish a new free government, usually. So the news gets that wrong. And that puts different things in our mind, how it will look and how it plays out. And that's just really not the case. So with this being all ideological and not geographical, you take any state, a small state or a big state, you have different people with different ideologies, and that's what they're trying to enforce, and that's what they want, and that's what they're fighting for, and that's what makes this so dangerous, is that it's not like it has been in the past where you have two identified sides going at it. It's, you never know. It's just going to be, most of us don't see it. Most of us won't be involved in it in any way, but there is always that chance that we will, because no matter what state you live in, no matter what town you live in, it's a possibility. And it's going to be small skirmishes, it's going to be guerrilla warfare, it's going to be riots, and we've been doing this since 2020. So yeah, we're here already. It's been going on for a while. And the only option the good, decent people have is to be capable of defending themselves. Be aware of what's going on around you. Be aware of the people around you. Is somebody acting suspicious? Does something look out of place? And be prepared to defend yourself. That's just facts and the reality of things. And there's not a video I wanted to make, but I think it was important to put a stop to the thinking that we're headed for a civil war, and acknowledge the fact that we're here. We've been in one for a few years, and it's just going to keep going like this until who knows when and who knows what gives. With that being said, guys, take care of yourself, but more importantly, take care of one another. Stay safe.